sometimes picking a holdback from a clutch is so difficult because you have to balance temperament and the best eater and just so many other things that are just very, very important. But I think that the most important thing about picking a holdback from a clutch is really just your gut, especially if you can't keep a ton of them, which in reality, when you have like 12 babies and they're all beautiful, you can't keep all of them because unfortunately, especially if you're if you want to keep breeding, you do need to sell some of those babies and find them new homes. But I am so stinking happy with the holdback that I kept from our sunblock. But I am so freaking happy with the holdback that we kept from our sunburst clutch. So the odds gods did not smile favorably upon us in our first sunburst clutch. Out of 12 eggs, pairing a het sunburst female, so that's a het albino and het sable, to a visual male, who's a visual albino, visual sable, we should have statistically, out of 12 eggs, gotten a quarter of each possibility. So we should have gotten 3 normals, we should have gotten 3 sables, we should have gotten 3 albinos, and we should have gotten 3 sunbursts. But here's the thing, it's not really that we quote-unquote should have gotten that, it's more that each egg had a 25% chance of either being a normal, an albino, a sable, or a sunburst. And that's what makes the clutch results pretty funny. So thinking of those odds, this is what we actually got. We got 6 visual sables, 1 visual albino, and 1 visual sunburst. The rest were all normals. And, technically most people probably would have held back the sunburst. And I do kind of regret not holding back a sable because we had some really, really beautiful sables from that clutch. But I actually ended up holding back a normal male. But let me show you why. So this is Puffer, and you might have seen him in a few other videos. He just ate. Don't handle your snakes after they just eat unless you really do know their temperaments and their personalities, in which case I've been working with him since he hatched. He's really just vocal, and just like his mom, who's named Viper. Now, the reason that I actually kept him instead of any of the other visuals is because there was just something in my gut about him that he looked so different than all the other normals.
And even when he was just like a tiny little baby, I remember thinking, wow, you have got some incredible contrast, buddy. And the thing is, you can't really... Oh, buddy, this is why you gotta make sure you always hold on. Don't lose your snakes. So he's got incredible contrast. And he also has this really cool just scale structure. Like, similar to his mom, his scales are sharper than normal. Like, he's really, really rough. And he just has, like, the coolest looking head stamp. He's just so pretty. And having, I think he might be turning 2 this year, so he will be old enough to breed, and he'll be, like, chunky enough. But it's crazy to think that, like, next month he's gonna be 2 years old. And he is just such a good boy, and he is such a good size. Look at those cute little eyebrows. And I just absolutely love him. And the thing is, like, my gut just told me, I want this one. And out of, the 12 babies, he has just been such a phenomenal eater. And even though he was, like, not the quote-unquote fanciest baby out of the clutch, he is just such a good boy. And I genuinely do love his everything. I love everything about this snake. Even his attitude, his puffy little cheekies, his little eyebrows. And the thing is, for not being an Arctic or even having any Arctic in his lineage, he is just so stunning for a visual normal. But, because Dad was a visual sunburst, he is 100% het for sunburst, which is pretty awesome. And I'm very excited to be pairing him. I want to see if I can get more hognoses with his type of just scale structure. Like, he's sharp. He's a sharp boy. Look at those scales. Beautiful. very well defined. Oh, I know, sorry, buddy.
But yeah, I just wanted to share this awesome little guy because he was one of our first holdbacks from one of our first few clutches that like were the first snakes and hognoses that we got to hatch. And it's just so pretty to see where he's going in life. And like I said again, don't handle your snakes after they eat. Don't do what I'm doing right now if you haven't worked with them for a really long time. I have like gotten to know his individual temperament and personality. He's just very vocal, and I'm actually being very, very gentle with him right now. I'm not stressing him out. He's just kind of exploring, and he's always been loud. And he likes to eat. He will hiss at his food too. Anyways, that's it. I just wanted to share this beautiful little boy with you guys because I'm feeling very nostalgic right now.